Good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome to Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Not only a new year, but a new decade. So today we'll be reading out of the book of Ezekiel, chapter 32, and we'll be reading verse 2. And today's devotion is titled, The Doom of Egypt. And it reads, Son of man, take up a lamentation for Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and say unto him, Thou art like a young lion of the nations, and thou art as a hole in the seas. And thou comest forth with thy rivers, and troublest the waters with thy feet, and foulest their rivers. First of all, we will review the definition of lamentation. Strong's Hebrew and Greek dictionary defines lamentation as a dirge, as accompanied by beating the breasts or on instruments. Lamentation. One online dictionary defines a dirge as a song or hymn of grief or lamentation especially, one intended to accompany funeral or memorial rites, a funeral dirge. It can also be a slow, solemn, and mournful piece of music, something such as a poem that has the qualities of a dirge. Now Ezekiel, as well as the other true prophets of old, had to have had tremendous courage in order to bring the word of the Lord, from verse 1, to those with power over one's life and death. Ezekiel bravely and honorably spoke God's message to the Pharaoh. When God told Ezekiel to lament for this Pharaoh of Egypt, no doubt it was time to plan the funeral. The day of sad, sad singing and slow, slow walking to the drumbeat of grief was coming for this man. And just as sure as Pharaoh's birth, the day of his death was fast approaching, as it is for all of us. Job confirms that death is sure for all in Job 30:23, where it reads, For I know that thou wilt bring me to death, and to the house appointed for all living. And in Hebrews 9:27, it reads, And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. God does not lie. Death is sure. But many people are in denial of this reality, leaving them unprepared for what awaits them after death. And our final thought is, take heed, my friends. Today is the day for salvation. Prepare to meet thy God. You know, as we get older in life, we start to recognize that death is more real. Kids don't understand the reality of death. Teenagers try to defy it on a daily basis, it seems like. We don't put as much importance into death as we really ought to because we've survived so many things. We think, well, nothing's going to get us. I know for a fact I'm going to live another 50 years or whatever. That's what goes through people's minds. But the reality is, not even tomorrow is promised to us. In the wake of all these horrific tragedies and shootings and just horrendous terrorist activities that are going across the country lately, every one of those people that suffered and passed away from those incidences, they woke up that morning not having a clue what that day would entail. They probably woke up thinking, well, I'm going to go to church, or I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that, and just expect that at the end of the day, they're going to return to their home and lie in bed and go to sleep. But unfortunately, for a lot of people, that didn't happen, because tomorrow is not promised for any one of us. So it is important to be prepared in the event that something happens. And even if it's not a tragedy, you could suffer some major medical situation that could take your life. You could be in a car accident, or you could just be in any one of numerous possible tragic situations, because none of us can predict the future. None of us truly know when our time on earth is up. So it's important to be prepared now. And I find it very interesting here that Ezekiel, just a simple old man with the message, approached Pharaoh, who himself was regarded as a god on earth. he took a huge risk by going to Pharaoh and preaching the word of the Lord. But God was with him, and God protected Ezekiel. And we need to live our life like that. We need to be brave and courageous. We need to speak the truth, not fearing what others may say about what we're saying, because their opinions don't match up to our truth. But have courage and have the faith, and know that if you're in the family of the Lord, He's with you 24/7 and will lead you in the right direction if you only just ask Him. But if you've not yet asked Jesus to be your personal Lord and Savior, today is the day. Today is the first day of the new year. What a great way to start off the year, by getting your life right with the Lord. And then you'll have comfort knowing that no matter what happens, no matter what the day brings, you're protected for eternity. You have eternal protection. And so many people live their life haphazardly, and they're lost. And they hope that tomorrow comes, because if it doesn't, they're going to land in a bad, bad place. So don't live your life with that fear. Live your life with hope and confidence and knowledge that you're protected by the Lord, and you'll have eternal grace through His sacrifice. So thank you for this morning's time with me in the devotion. I hope it's been a blessing to you. I thank you for spending the very first day of the new year with me in this, and I hope that this continues to be a habit for you. And I also encourage you guys to go check out Donald Blomdahl's channel. He's doing a daily Bible reading, an entire reading through the whole Bible in 1 year. So that's an awesome thing that he's doing over on his channel. So please check it out. Thanks for sharing your time with me. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. So take care. God bless. Bye-bye.